I discovered a strange crater in my Minecraft world. Curious, I inched closer, but inside there was a structure that I never built. What exactly just happened? When I first created this world, everything was completely normal, but I must have missed something because that was not normal. What was that repeating build? And how did I take no fall damage after a drop of that scale? So, what now? With the state of my inventory, I had no way back to the surface, so I'd have to go down one of these tunnels. Unfortunately, I can't see to the end, and there is no easy way to pick the correct one. So I had to guess, and randomly chose a tunnel to enter. But that's when I heard noises. I walked towards the notes to see what made that sound, until it happens again. The noise is coming from one of the tunnels, so needless to say, I head towards it, having no other leads. Although, as I continue down the windy path, I cannot figure out where the sound was made from, and the only anomaly is a flashing light, but even that is just a regular redstone lamp. I hear someone. This time, the noises are behind me, not notes, but footsteps. But if someone or thing is behind me, and I also heard notes in front of me, then I was surrounded. I stared directly at the freshly blank wall for a few seconds. What was that? I don't know, but I decide to turn around and carefully inch towards the room ahead of me, where I observe archways on top of archways until eventually they fade out at the top. But when I look down once again, I meet face to face with myself. So, let me get this straight. Firstly, I am teleported to this room through a portal or something, and now I'm standing in front of a mirror. Neither of these are remotely possible, especially coming from a normal world I created. So, who made this, or where did I end up? Because it doesn't seem like I'm in my world anymore. And if I never left the game, then how am I not in my Minecraft world? I need answers, and if I were to figure this out, I'd have to get a move on. So, I backed away from the mirror in front of me and started collecting blocks from the floor. If I am stuck here, I need any resource I can get. I then decide to head towards one of the walls, and after looking in my inventory, I craft some sticks and use a single piece of redstone to put together a light source, because I realize I have absolutely no mining fatigue. So I figure I am not trapped and this is not meant to be some sort of prison. So I place down the light in order to see, and I start mining the wall in front of me. Just maybe I can break out. Those were the sounds, the same ones from the tunnel. only they filled the void around me this time. But that means this place has nothing around it. So either I am truly trapped in here, or I'd have to find an escape elsewhere. I choose the second option. So I sweep the entire room and take a closer look at each mirror. But behind one of them, I notice a slight gap that I can barely squeeze through. And after investigating, I find a maze made of mirrors. I see myself again. However, it's more clear this time. Mesmerizing. Each mirror repeats its reflections infinitely, and every hallway looks as if it never ends. But after I observe each detail of this maze with care, I finally continue down the first path. Now, just in case I were to get lost, I use the blocks from the previous room to make a trail. I also keep scanning left and right, making sure I don't miss any additional hallways. And for every fork in the road, I use the dirt in my inventory to mark a new path, so I can come back to it if needed. I exit the maze and enter a giant room centered with a small stone statue of something I can't recognize. But this means there's more to the maze than I realized. Now, I still don't know what the noises were coming from, but that mystery doesn't matter if I can break out without ever running into them again. So, because of this, I left the room almost completely untouched. If a room is fit to hold a statue, I don't want to find out what would happen if I mess it up in any way. The resources inside are tempting, but my life is on a higher pedestal than a few oak logs. So, the only use of the room to me is finding an escape. I enter a new section of the maze, but moments after, I stop for seemingly no reason. In this moment, I realize something. There is still a path that I never went down, the one that I marked with dirt. And I realize I might have made a mistake. What if I'm missing something down there, or the exit is at the end of that path instead? I don't know how far this section goes, but I have a confirmed additional path. Both directions seem equally as likely to have the exit, but I can always come back here, and it will eat away at me if I never find out what was down the other way. So, I turn around. The path is consumed in darkness. Something caused this to happen. I was wrong. The maze isn't so safe after all, and it for sure won't be an easy exit out. So I was hesitant to go in, but I made it back this far. So I carefully continued down the maze. the lights start flickering. Was something here right now while I was in the middle of the hallway? And then I hear faint noises. Something was coming for me, or maybe keeping me from whatever was at the end. But either way, I could only figure this out if I keep going. Another statue. I take a few moments to admire the statue. This one is significantly bigger than the last. But soon I snap back and keep walking, remembering my goal, find the escape. But behind the statue is a throne. I slowly make it to the bottom of the stairs and use them to climb all the way to the top, getting a closer look at the seat. And then, there it is again, the statue. It has to have some importance, or I wouldn't have seen two of them, but I'm worried it isn't about anything good. Because I heard something coming for me in the hallways just before I arrived. The noises were following me. And that means if I made it here, so could it too. This place wants to keep me here. That proves it. Even if this doesn't seem like a traditional prison, it sure has the same purpose as one. I am being attacked, imprisoned. Something is coming after me. But something is saving me too. What I realized when I was trapped in that mirror box was near the end there were notes, different from the screams that had been hunting me. And the notes got louder, more frequent, right as the box completely broke. So, maybe I'm wrong about all of this, but I have to hope there's two different things making these sounds, and one of them might just be my friend. It's an empty room. Well, just to make sure it is truly empty, I do a full check of every wall, every ledge, every inch of the ceiling. It is empty. I am safe. I want to stay here for a while. After hearing and even seeing the danger with my own eyes, I am not stupid. I need more stuff to go on, especially food. This whole time I've been trying to conserve my bread and only eat rotten flesh, but that still won't last forever. Thankfully, in my inventory, I have seeds, saplings, dirt, and water. All the necessary items to grow my own resources. And since there's no visible or audible danger in this room, it feels like the perfect place to set up a temporary camp. But first, this mirror has to go. I came through it, meaning the only way something else could get to me is through it, too.
Our innocence was such a gift. We traded it to feel in charge. A holy curse was set in place. We honor it without regard. A warning sign was sent to us. The audience will laugh at you. The righteous few will float above. We can't amend, the rains have come.
I spent hours in this base, successfully gathering all the food and wood I could possibly need to continue through this place. And I have a pretty nice place to show for it too. Whatever is up ahead, I am now ready for it. I pack up most of my base and start chopping down the rest of the trees. Now I just have to figure out how to exit this room, because the reason I made my base here in the first place was because it has no exits or entrances. So I don't know how to leave. But something else does. The notes come back to help. That means I was right. There are at least 2 different things making sounds, and one of them is my way out of here. I follow them down to the exact block, but I still don't see any door or hallway to go through. I am confused. There is nothing around me, so why am I brought here? But there they are again, coming from behind me this time. This is a wall though, so how am I supposed to go through it? It wants me to keep following. Then I find a crevice that's barely visible. Of course I missed it before. It's pitch black in here. So since I can't see, to get through, I listen carefully to my footsteps because I can use them to make sure I am moving and not stuck on the walls inside. I enter a long hallway. When I look behind me, the portal has disappeared, just like every other time, so I'm not surprised. But I am not at the start nor the end of the hallway, right in the middle it seems. Odd, but who am I to say where the portal should have taken me? It's just a little annoying since I don't know which direction to go. However, instead of thinking too hard, I roll the dice and just go left. I keep walking, and for a while, what could possibly call for this long of a hallway? I don't know, but whatever it is, I want to know, so I keep going. The pressure plates lining the ground were fun to step on at least. I did take a few, as I'm always in the mindset of getting resources, but I keep walking after that short break. That is the first time I ever got close to death. After leaving my base, I expected to run into more danger, but these portals were far more dangerous than I could have imagined. They both trapped and tried to kill me in the span of minutes. But the real question is, who was controlling the portals? Because the notes brought me to the hallway, and why would they do that if it just turned out to be a trap? It doesn't make sense. They are supposed to be helping me. So, I'm gonna have to figure that out. First, I need to climb back up. I won't find any new information just standing here. Thankfully, when I was falling, I saw this ladder the entire time, meaning it has to go all the way to the top. So I hopped back on the ladder and started my journey upwards. As I made my way, I had a lot of time to look at this place. It reminds me of a prison, with all the cells and the state of the structure. But it hasn't been used in a while. After all the cells are wide open. Eventually, after about 10 minutes, a different looking section rendered into my view. So I continued the rest of the way and hopped off at this new looking layer. Once I took a look around, I realized it appears so different from the rest because it's decaying. I noticed trees were even growing out of the cells. Besides that, though, I couldn't find anything of importance. So I climbed back on the ladders and continued back up. But just as I was about to reach the top, the ladders were broken, unusable. So the only option was pillaring up the rest of the way. But when I finally make it, there's something in the distance. I go towards this thing in the distance. I'm extremely far, so I can't make it out quite yet, but of course, when I get closer, it comes into full view. It's beautiful. Should I enter? It doesn't want me to go. A portal opens up under me, forcing me in. The notes were a warning, but I didn't listen. I didn't get far enough away. And now I'm stuck here with who knows what kind of danger. I can't go past the candles. The notes save me once again. But what does it matter? I'm stuck on half a heart with no food. I am still going to die. Or maybe not. I craft up soup with the few mushrooms provided to me, healing up as much as I can. I feel better, but what do I do? I have gone so far, been here for so long, but I have no clue what's attacking me or how to stop it. How do I protect myself against something that I can't even see? But the answer is right in front of me, isn't it? The notes lead me to a wall. But what does it want me to do with it? Break it? I already tried that. It's not safe. It wants me to go through. I tear off one block of the wall. Screams rush into the room behind me. I keep breaking. I stand on the edge of this floating room, waiting for instructions. But deep down, I know they won't come. Because I already know what I have to do. I have to jump.
And when the comet finally fell toward the earth, and came to cast its haunting light on our lives, we could not see. I kissed you in the shadow of the shoulder of the world. Nothing as a guide, but the voices of their weeping mother.